Tonight, a grand opening of a new store in Pullman.
And a crash at a local restaurant. Murrow News 8 starts now.
Good evening. I'm Andrew Bartline.
And I'm Cameron Limes. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
Grocery Outlet is making its debut in Pullman tomorrow. The grocery store is located on Grand Avenue and is set to open from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily beginning tomorrow. The store will have the same name brand items, but from 40 to 50% off standard pricing. On top of low prices, the grocery store has also created 30 new jobs for the community.
Classic trick-or-treat Halloween trick-or-treat is looking a little different this year. The Pullman Police Department is encouraging residents to celebrate Halloween at home and avoid trick-or-treating this year to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Police Chief Gary Jenkins wrote in a news release that people should consider activities such as pumpkin carving, virtual costume parties, movie marathons, or other alternatives to door-to-door activities. If residents decide to go trick-or-treating, wear cloth face coverings, avoid communal candy bowls, and wash hands frequently.
According to Pullman Radio News, Pullman police are seeking help from the public in identifying a man suspected of committing a recent rash of vehicle burglaries on College Hill. Anyone with information about the man pictured here is asked to contact Pullman Police Department.
A fire destroyed a shop Monday morning in Potlatch. According to Moscow Pullman Daily News, the fire was first ignited by a pile of hay inside the shop. There were no injuries, but the building was completely lost.
Downtown Pullman restaurant was damaged when a semi-truck crashed into the building Wednesday morning. Pullman police report the semi hauling a lowboy trailer crashed into Rancho Viejo at the corner of Grand Avenue and Paradise Street. The driver told officers he was trying to turn right into Paradise from Grand when the trailer swung wide into the building.
Mural on the corner of Paradise and Spring Streets. According to the Daily Evergreen, the art is said to begin April 2021 and will cost between $1,000 to $3,000.
The farmers market season is wrapping up here in Pullman. Murrow News 8 reporter Alex Biviano has more on the story. Alex, what more can you tell us about what's going on here?
Thank you, Andrew. It's been a busy day here so far. Collections are out, very nice day, really weather. And today, for the last minute, we have pumpkin sales here at the farmers market. You buy pumpkins here, they have booths everywhere as normal, as well as a winter setup. We have some fall scenes, fall scenes we have here. You can picture at where you can have a fall style photo shoot here. It's open until 6:30 with the sun going down. I would hustle over here to attend with that. Talk to you guys in the booth.
A new project is happening for a local park. Murrow News 8 reporter Zygmunt Sokra has a story.
You may have noticed some slight changes being made to the local parks and walkways around Pullman. Behind me is the Pullman Playfields, which is under renovation at this time as the city has approved the Parks and Path Bond for the third time now. The Parks and Path Bond is a 10-year bond originally established in 2018 to keep up maintenance on several parks and trails. City of Pullman Recreational Manager Kurt Dahman has been in charge of the different projects listed in the $2.4 million bond. Dahman mentioned over the phone that the Playfield project is going successfully and should be completed on time. Foreman on the site, Matt Martin, gave us a current update on where the project is at.
I'm waiting on concrete to cure for the dugouts so I can set the frame for that. Somewhere in between there, the asphalt's going to come in and get done.
The Playfields will receive new score boxes and backstops to match the new fencing and dugouts. Pullman has begun to see the impact of the bond with the addition of Mary's and Emerald Point parks. The Playfields will be completed October 23rd, followed by upcoming projects to restore Rainy Park's restrooms and Sunnyside Park's trails. The city has also bought a portable stage for fireworks during the 4th of July and concerts during Summer and Lentil Festival. For Murrow News 8.
The ASWSU Environmental Sustainability Alliance looks to discuss climate change and how it's impacting people locally and worldwide. They started that discussion Tuesday with a virtual TEDx event featuring Prince Williams from the Global Countdown event, along with local WSU speakers. West Coast wildfires, southeast hurricanes, and melting ice caps were among the topics. And last night's windstorm may not be the end of it.
and how California is bracing for what natural disaster when Murrow News 8 returns.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, the boss's boss. If 1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes, that means it could be you, your barber, your barber's barber.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse.
Yes.
You, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. Or you, your co-pilot, your co-pilot's co-pilot. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org to know where you stand.
Day 3 of Amy Coney Barrett's Supreme Court nomination hearing is underway. Idaho Senator Mike Crapo has supported Barrett from the beginning, calling her overwhelmingly qualified. The senator took the floor earlier today, combing over Barrett's record in response to Democrats who call her, quote, an activist judge, end quote. Take a listen.
Your opinions were some of the least likely to draw a dissent or a concurrence. The point of all these statistics is this is not the record of someone who is an activist in overturning precedent. This is the record of someone who follows precedent.
Barrett's record showed she voted to overturn precedent only one time while on the 7th Circuit Court. And that was to align the 7th Circuit with an already established Supreme Court precedent. And over at the weather, Jane, what can we expect here this week?
Thank you so much, Andrew. Well, last night we had some severe windstorms. Actually, just driving back to my apartment, my car was moving all over the road and some siding on my apartment building fell off. So heads up, literally, everybody, just in case you might be heading across some debris. So today, we are having some partly cloudy skies, but the main thing I want to draw your attention toward is that wind speed, 16 miles an hour, and it'll actually crank up a little bit. 28-mile-an-hour gusts are expected for tonight, so be careful, put on that windbreaker, and maybe stay inside today. Heading into tomorrow, early in the morning, there will be some rainstorms coming through, just some light showers, but that will cause some frost on the windshield. So if your car is parked outside, you may just want to have that, cranked up a little bit, maybe 15 to 20 minutes before you head out. Moving on to our state map, we're going to take a quick little look over to the western side of the state in Seattle. So Seattle, there's about a 50% chance of rain, which could lead to some heavy fog. Shouldn't be too bad to be interfering with driving in any ways, but just keep in mind if that rain starts to get a little heavier, that may change at any time. Kind of in the middle of the state, Tri-Cities and Yakima, they're looking pretty good. Yakima especially, some nice sunshine, kind of the only clear sky spot throughout the whole state. And over in Spokane, we're seeing a lot of the same as here in Pullman. Speaking of Pullman, let's get back to the local scene for our 5-day forecast. Like I said, tomorrow the wind should die down quite a bit, which will be really nice, but Friday, get that windbreaker back out because it will crank up again. If you're planning on going home for the weekend or your parents are coming to visit you, be sure to drive safe on those roads. Your car could be moving all over the place. The rest of the week is looking a lot like fall. Fall is here and it is here to stay. Unfortunately, no more sunny weather. That's about all I have for you over on the Weather Center. Cameron, Andrew, be sure to layer up in these coming days.
Thank you, Jane. And a major NFL event will be canceled and the steps they're taking to keep their players safe.
We'll be right back.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment.
He has the crazy strength
to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No Employee of the Month bonus check here. This guy, now, this warrior, will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
The NFL will conduct COVID-19 tests to players and other essential employees every day, including the game day. The league will begin PCR testing for COVID-19 on game days starting this week. Use of masks in walkthroughs are now mandatory, and only play callers will be permitted to wear face shields. On Tuesday night, Melvin Gordon, Denver Broncos running back, was cited for Saturday's game between Florida and LSU at the Swamp has been postponed after the Gators saw a surge in positive COVID-19 tests this week. The game has tentatively been rescheduled for the SEC's built-in bye week on December 12th, which is the week before the SEC Championship. Athletic Director Stock Strickland said on Wednesday that Florida has 18 positive among scholarship players and 3 among walk-ons. The NFL has confirmed the 2021 Pro Bowl will not take place as planned in January, as the United States continues to fight against the coronavirus pandemic. With the reschedule and regular season having already seen several games postponed due to the virus, the league have elected against going ahead with All-Star Game. Las Vegas had been due to host the event on January 31st, though all the Allegiant Stadium will be the venue for the 2022 game.
Major news in the world of technology and how it might affect you.
Yeah, so Apple has announced their new line of iPhones and other devices. Apple will be releasing the iPhone 12 with variations to the newest edition, including iPhone 12 mini and iPhone 12 Pro. The new phones will be cheaper and will be better than the last previous models. Now, I don't know about you, Andrew, but I still have the iPhone 7. I still got a home button. What about you?
I actually lost my phone not too long ago. I had the home button on it, and the one I got to pick it up had the home button as well. So we'll take a break and we'll be right back after this.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Pretty excited about that new iPhone story. I'm a little curious about how many people get new phones just for the cameras. Whenever I take a group photo with people, it seems like I'm not cool enough to have my camera do it because I got an old phone.
Oh yeah, somebody's always like, oh no, not yours. We know that yours is trash, so we're just gonna kind of cut yours out.
Nonetheless, thanks for watching. You can catch us on Friday for our newscast.
Have a good night.